Gateway District Parks, and City Union Bank.
Courage does not need the crutches of power, and that oppression cannot suppress the will of the truly awakened. Today, his legacy is inspiring a new breed of Indians whose strength, vision, and idealism is changing the face of India. Saluting this new Indian, the New Indian Express. It's new, it's Indian, it's Express. He showed us that courage does not need the crutches of power, and that oppression cannot suppress the will of the truly awakened. Today, his legacy is inspiring a new breed of Indians whose strength, vision, and idealism is changing the face of India. Saluting this new Indian, the New Indian Express. It's new, it's Indian, it's Express. does not need the crutches of power, and that oppression cannot suppress the will of the truly awakened. Today, his legacy is inspiring a new breed of Indians whose strength, vision, and idealism is changing the face of India. Saluting this new Indian, the New Indian Express. It's new, it's Indian, it's Express. He showed us that courage does not need the crutches of power, and that oppression cannot suppress the will of the truly awakened. Today, his legacy is inspiring a new breed of Indians whose strength, vision, and idealism is changing the face of India. Saluting this new Indian, the New Indian Express. It's new, it's Indian, it's Express.
We will be starting the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman shortly. Request everyone to kindly take their seats and keep their phones on silent for the duration of the program. welcome Mrs. Kalpana Sontalia, Director of the New Indian Express Group, onto the stage.
He showed us that courage does not need the crutches of power, and that oppression cannot suppress the will of the truly awakened. Today, his legacy is inspiring a new breed of Indians whose strength, vision, and idealism is changing the face of India. Saluting this new Indian, the new Indian.
President of India, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan, has just arrived and is being received by the Chairman and Managing Director of the New Indian Express, Shri Manoj Kumar Sontalia, Director and CEO, Ms. Lakshmi Menon, Editor of the New Indian Express Group, Ms. Santhana Bhattacharya, and Editor of Dinamani, Mr. K. Vaidyanathan. A warm welcome to the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan, who joins us. Everyone, please rise for the national anthem and the Tamil Thai Valta. Please remain standing.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
We will now formally begin the program with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. May I request the Honorable Vice President of India, along with the Chairman and Managing Director of the New Indian Express, Shri Manoj Sontalia, along with Editorial Director, Mr. Prabhu Chawla, and other dignitaries on the dais, to kindly proceed for the lighting of the lamp. Goenka Sahithya Samman commemorates our visionary founder, Sri Ramnath Goenka, who believed in the transformative power of literature to shape society, enrich minds, and open new perspectives. In line with his vision, today's awards will be presented in 4 categories: the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Best Fiction Award, the Best Non-Fiction Award, and the Best Debut. May I now invite Chairman and Managing Director of the New Indian Express, Sri Manoj Santalia, to deliver the introductory address.
Honorable Vice President of India, Sri P Radhakrishnan, our esteemed chief guests, distinguished members of the jury, acclaimed writers, authors and poets, and our respected guests. As we gather on the threshold of a new year, may 2026 be one of the renewed hope, deeper reflection, and ideas that inspire positive change through the written word. A very warm welcome to the 3rd edition of the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman. It's a profound honor for all of us at the New Indian Express Group to host this annual celebration of literary excellence. I extend my sincere gratitude to each one of you for joining us on this very special occasion. The Sahithya Samman is named in the honor of the legendary founder of our group, Sri Ramnath Goenka, a man whose life was defined by courage, integrity, and unwavering commitment to truth. He believed passionately in the power of the printed word, not merely a carrier of news, but as an engine of ideas, an instrument of change, and a custodian of culture. For Sri Ramnath Goenka, Sahithya, literature, was the soul of a nation. He believed that it records our history, shapes our present, and envisions our future. This award is our endeavor to carry forward this legacy by recognizing those who wield the pen with imagination, integrity, and courage. Honorable Vice President Sri P Radhakrishnan, your gracious presence today lends great significance to this occasion and reinforces the vital role that literature plays in strengthening our democracy and public discourse. We are deeply honored that you have taken time from your demanding schedule to be with us. Your commitment to public service continues to inspire us all. Today, above all, is a celebration of writers. To our nominees and awardees, you are the chronicles and the conscious keeper of our society. Through your work, your question, you illuminate, and you inspire. You have gifted us stories that move us, writings that provoke thought, and narratives that compel reflection and action. In an age dominated by fleeting social media content, literature remains a deep and enduring reservoir of human experience. This Samman is not merely an award. It's an expression of gratitude from the New Indian Express Group for your dedication to the craft and for enriching the public sphere with your distinctive work. We recognize the solitude, discipline, and perseverance that meaningful writing demands, and we salute you for it. On behalf of the New Indian Express Group, I once again welcome you all and wish you a memorable evening celebrating the enduring power of the written word. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision. May I now request Sri Manoj Santalia to felicitate Honorable Vice President of India, Sri P Radhakrishnan. Mr. Prabhu Chawla, Editorial Director of the New Indian Express, will present a memento. Mr. K. Vaidyanathan, Editor Dinamani, will present the first edition of Dinamani. Awards like the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman celebrate excellence in writing made possible by a dedicated jury and a rigorous selection process. The New Indian Express's editor,
Please welcome Minister, Health Minister, Mr. Mas to the dais.
Before we move forward, we would like to welcome Shri Ma Subramaniam, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil Nadu, to the stage. Awards like the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman celebrate excellence in writing made possible by a dedicated jury and a rigorous selection process. The New Indian Express's editor, Ms. Santhwana Bhattacharya, will now share insights into the months of work behind this journey and go on to announce the awards.
Honorable Vice President of India, Sri P Radhakrishnan, Chairman and Managing Director, the New Indian Express Group, Sri Manoj Sonthalia, Ma Subramanian, Minister, Health and Family Welfare, distinguished guests, friends and colleagues, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the third edition of the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman, an occasion that celebrates writing, ideas, and that enduring pleasure of reading. These awards are rooted in the belief that thoughtful writing enriches public life and helps us better understand ourselves and the world around us. This year, the response to the awards were particularly encouraging. We began with a long list of 22 books across 4 categories. From this, our shortlist was prepared through an internal review by our consulting editor, Ravi Shankar, and myself. This shortlisted titles were then evaluated by an external jury of 3 members chaired by Ambassador Pawan K. Burma and including Sanjeev Sanyal, writer and economist, Geeta Hariharan, writer, commentator and critic, Ravi Shankar and I were also part of the overall jury process. The jury read and deliberated on 3 to 4 books in each category before arriving at their final selections. It was careful and a thorough exercise guided by literary range and merit. Allow me now to briefly introduce this year's awardees. The Lifetime Achievement Award is being conferred on Dr. Chandrasekhar Kambara, whose contribution to Indian literature and theatre spans several decades, drawing deeply from folklore, permanence, traditions, and cultural memory. His work, primarily in Kannada, has enriched Indian literature and continues to inspire generation of readers and writers across languages. Can we now proceed? Have we settled down? Okay. Announce the awards. I have your permission? Yeah. Drawing deeply from folklore, performance traditions, and cultural memory, Kambara's work, primarily in Kannada, has enriched Indian literature and continues to inspire generations of readers and writers across languages. The Best Fiction award goes to Subitaba from the Tales of Dawnlit Mountain, Stories from Arunachal Pradesh. Stories from Arunachal Pradesh. These stories offer an intimate and sensitive portrayal of lives and landscapes from India's northeast, capturing moments of change, memory, and belonging, and with quiet confidence. The Best Non-Fiction award is presented to Sudip Chakrabarti for Fallen City, A Double Murder, Political Insanity, and Delhi's Descent from Grace. Though careful research and engaging narrative, the book demonstrates the strength of nonfiction as a form that helps us reflect on the complexities of contemporary life. The Best Debut award goes to Neha Dikshit for Many Lives of Sahida X, the story of an unknown Indian. This nuanced and empathetic work stresses the life of one woman to illuminate broader social realities, marking a confident and compelling beginning to a literary journey. Together, these books reflect the diversity and vitality of Indian writing today across regions, genres, and voices. I congratulate all the awardees and thank everyone who contributed to making this edition of the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman possible. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now our privilege to invite Honorable Vice President of India, Shri C P Radhakrishnan, to deliver the keynote address.
தாயின் அன்பாய், தந்தையின் அறிவாய், குருவின் ஒளியாய், தாயாய், தந்தையாய், குருவாய், தெய்வமாய் நாம் மனிதனமும் வழிபடுகின்ற புனித பாரத அன்னையின் பொற்பாதங்களை முதற்கண் பணிந்து வணங்கி, we all are gathered here to celebrate the Ramnath Goenka ji's Sahithya Samman on the 2nd of the New Year, 2026. On this day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Honorable Minister for Health, Medical Education and Family Welfare, Government of India, Thiru Ma Subramanian ji, Honorable Minister for IT, Dr. Palivel Tyagarajan ji, Chairman and Managing Director, the New Indian Express Group, Sri Manoj Sandalia ji, Editorial Director, the Indian Express, Sriman Prabhu Chawla ji, Director ENPL, Ms. Kalpana Santalia ji, Editor of the Indian Express, Ms. Santwana Bhattacharya ji, CEO, the New Indian Express Group, Lakshmi Menon ji, Editor Dinamani, Sriman K. Vaidyanathan ji, and respected Member of Parliaments who gathered here. member of Legislative Assembly, and ex-member of Parliament who are sitting here, and former ministers. I say my namaskar and vanakkam to everyone. I am pleased to be here today at the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman. This is an occasion that celebrates the enduring power of literature, the ideas, above all that, the fearless expression. It is easy to say that fearless expression should exist, but very rarely it exists, and it was existed because of Ramnath Goenka ji. This platform brings together the writers, thinkers, and the intellectuals who enrich public life through the great write-ups and thoughtful engagement with the society. Such gatherings reaffirm the central role of literature and journalism in shaping a reflective and responsible nation. No nation can emerge without a very good, fearless journalism and deep literature. I pay my respectful tribute to Sri Ramnath Goenka ji, a towering figure in Indian public life, and fearless journalism means Goenka ji. He stood firm for journalistic integrity, intellectual courage, and democratic values during some of the most challenging periods of our nation's history. His life and work remind us that truth is not a matter of convenience, and freedom of thought demands both courage and conviction. And he is an exemplary figure for both conviction as well as the courage. Sri Goenka ji remains a conscience keeper of Indian democracy, someone whose commitment to fearless expression continues to inspire generations. He believed that ideas must circulate freely, that questions must be asked, and more important, that questions should be properly answered, and that power centers must always to be held to accountability. That is very important in public life. In remembering our Sriman Ramnath Goenka ji, today we recall a life devoted to the nation, to democratic ideals, and to the moral force of the writing spirit. I was very young. You all know in Dinamani there will be, title Dinamani will be like this. Nowadays it is not there, they have changed the pattern. And then after Dinamani there will be one small box news, always it will be there. I am standing here as a Vice President of India because of that news which I read on that day. When I was very young, my mother always says something about spiritualism and patriotism. That immune into my mind all the time. So mothers are always playing an important role in shaping anybody. So she always talk about, very high about then Uparashtrapati and then Rashtrapati of India, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji. In that news I have read one. Radhakrishnan ji has written so many philosophical books, so many books, but whatever he has written that has been banned by the Turkish government, that Hinduism is not a religion, but Hinduism is a way of life that has been banned. And nobody has questioned it in India at that time. there was one, I have read that one party known as Jansangh, under the leadership of Vijay Kumar Malhotra ji, they done one dharna against the Turkish consulate in Delhi. That impressed me, and I was searching for that party for nearly a year. After a year, I find the party, and then I became the member of the Jansangh, and that leads that I am standing here as the Vice President of India. So Dinamani always, not for reading alone, Dinamani is for life also. It saves the lives of so many people, and I am one among that person, and I am very glad to accept it and reveal it today on this day. I was a young 17 to 18-year-old student. I was drawn into the total revolution movement of Sri Jayaprakash Narayananji, and I became the district general secretary of Coimbatore, because that time nobody was participating in that. How at is a 17-year-old, I became the general secretary of the total revolution movement. Everybody will get a surprise. That time Congress organization was the biggest opposition here. They have not participated. And we, Jansangh and the Socialist Party, the smallest parties, are behind that movement. That in my district. At that time, it was my home district also under Coimbatore only. So it is Coimbatore district. So I became the general secretary of that movement for Coimbatore district. And after that only the emergency was imposed. During emergency, Sri Ramnath Goenka ji upheld the journalistic values and opposed the emergency and press censorship without any fear. We heard that during the British Raj, Bharati has been forced to migrate to Pondicherry, and from there only he was able to publish his India and Vijaya, the journals. But here the power of written and spoken words is well known to everyone. But the power of writing, the power of vibrant speeches, everybody knows how it will act. There are great speakers in India, and especially in Tamil Nadu, there are very big speakers. You can say Kalaignar is one, Pereira Anna is another, and very vibrant speakers were here. So when they speak, it penetrates. But Sri Ramnath Goenka ji has demonstrated the power of silence. That is his greatness. By printing a blank editorial during the emergency, that is how he opposed the emergency. Literature has always served as a mirror of the society and a torchbearer of civilizational values. Through stories, poetry, essays, and criticism, writers capture the anxieties, aspirations, and transformations of their times. And at the same time, literature preserves cultural continuity, enabling the society to remain rooted even as it evolves. India's literary tradition stands among the richest in the world. From the days of Vedas and Upanishads to the great epics, and from Bhakti to Sufi poetry to modern literature, our intellectual heritage has encouraged dialogue, dissent, and diversity of thought. Respect for plurality, debate, and free expression is deeply embodied in India's civilizational DNA. It is there in our DNA. Our tradition teaches us that the truth is arrived through dialogue, and wisdom grows through reflection and discussion. In today's time, when India is undergoing rapid economic, technological, and social transformation, the responsibility of writers and intellectuals assumes even greater significance. Nowadays, the readers also more interested in the peppered news rather than the real news. So the circulation is going down day by day because the print media is losing its importance with the youngsters. So everybody has been moving towards more pepper news than the real news. But whomever I am meeting, any journalist owner or the editor, whomever I am meeting, I am always telling, I am putting only my one request. There are 12 pages minimum. There are 27 pages also. In the 12 pages also, you can write anything as you like, except 2 pages. You allocate the 2 pages for the good news of the development, how the economical development is taking place, and how the economical development will really change the society, how it is upgrading the living standards of the common man. And if the price is going up, then how the middle class, lower middle class, and the poor class is getting affected. That should cover at least 2 pages. When Dinamani was there, Kanaganji used to write a lot. From the top to the bottom, we used to read every word we used to read those days. And their role of, and that is my only humble request. Their role extends beyond creativity to nurturing social harmony, constitutional values, and ethical discourse. Freedom of expression remains a cornerstone of our democracy. If there is no freedom of expression, then there is no democracy. And it flourishes best when exercised with the sense of responsibility and empathy and commitment to the larger public good. We should oppose, but we should oppose for a betterment. We should not oppose something which is on the constructive side. We all should work together if India wants to be the superpower of the world. That is what every Indian wants. Whether he is in the opposition, whether he is in the ruling side, whether he is in public life or whether he is doing only business, whether he is a school teacher, whether he is a great professor in a college. Everybody wants only one thing, that India should emerge as the mighty power of the world. Why we want to be mighty power of the world? Very simple. This India only can follow in Asian nation. We never want to dictate terms to others. For that, we never want to become the mighty power of the world. But nobody should dictate unnecessary terms to us. That is why we want to become the most powerful country in the world. A balance between the freedom and accountability strengthens our both democracy and the social cohesion. I would like to acknowledge the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in placing India's cultural, linguistic, and intellectual heritage at the center of the national discourse. In the recent years, there has been renewed emphasis of Indian language, literature, and tradition, alongside encouragement for innovation and global engagement. Malanji was sitting here. My first function was at Patna, that was organized by the Cultural Ministry of India. That Malanji participated in that. Almost every scholar has been called from all languages, and I have seen Malanji was sitting there on that day. Modi is want to take all the languages, all the Indian languages as his own. The conferment of classical language status to Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese, and Bengali reflects this commitment. Gyan Bharat Mission, an initiative of the Ministry of Culture, has placed India's cultural and knowledge heritage at the heart of the national renewal. Such efforts reaffirm India's civilizational commitment to learning, continuity, and free flow of ideas across the time and geography. A developed India is measured by economic strength and technological advancement, and it is equally defined by social inclusion, cultural confidence, and ethical values. The journey towards Viksit Bharat calls for enlightened minds, creative expression, and a strong moral compass. A healthy democracy thrives on informed debate, dialogue, and constructive dissent. As we all know, literature and journalism encourage citizens to engage with ideas, question assumptions, and remain vigilant in the protection of democratic values. When exercised with the integrity and commitment to truth, that is very important. Whatever we say, there must be truth in it. The right has become a powerful instrument for unity and progress. When the truth is there, everything becomes powerful and it will shape the society in a better way. I congratulate the award recipients for their distinguished contributions to literature. Their work enriches our intellectual landscape and strengthens the bond between ideas and society. I am confident that their writings will continue to inspire the readers, particularly the younger generation, to think deeply, act responsibly, and engage creatively with the world around us. I have full faith on our writers and intellectuals that they always will be valued partners in the journey of a great nation towards a strong, self-reliant, democratic, and most developed Bharat. I take this opportunity, though it is today is second. I wish you all a very happy New Year 2026 and very happy Pongal and Sankranti. Jai Hind, long live Mother Bharat, Valga Bharat.
Thank you, Honorable Vice President of India, for your inspiring words. And now for the presentation of the awards. We begin with the Lifetime Achievement Award, conferred to an author whose work has had a profound and lasting impact. It is with great honor that we announce this year's recipient, Dr. Chandrasekhara Kambara. Today is also a very special day. Dr. Kambara celebrates his 89th birthday. The Lifetime Achievement Award includes a cash prize of Rs 2 lakhs, a citation, and a trophy. We welcome Dr. Chandrasekhara Kambara to the stage to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award and address the gathering. now move on to the second category, the Best Fiction Award, recognizing exceptional storytelling that captivates readers. This year, the award goes to Subi Taba for Tales of Dawnlit Mountains, published by Penguin Random House, India. The award includes a cash prize of Rs 1 lakh, a citation, and a trophy. We request Ms. Subi Taba to join us on stage to receive the Best Fiction Award. Please join us and say a few words, Ms. Subi Taba. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I would love to give this speech with a note of gratitude, foremostly to the jury members for really seeing my book and selecting it as the winner of Best Fiction, especially in a year which had formidable shortlisted books like Banu Mustak's Booker Prize winner, Heart Lamp, and Vikas Swarup's The Girl with the Seven Lives. I feel truly honored to receive this award, and I am really affirmed that stories from the farthest places in the map also belong to the center of the literary world in India. Secondly, I would like to thank my publisher, Penguin Random House, and my editor, Vinit Gill, for believing in the book before being awarded, before it had, been awarded. The book is a souvenir of my life growing up as a young girl in the mountain village of Arunachal Pradesh. And these are the stories that would be told if my mountains could speak. My family, friends, and readers for the love and support. And last but not the least, I really want to thank the New Indian Express for giving me this honor of a lifetime to be associated with the legacy of Ramnath Goenka in celebrating the power of words. You have truly blessed me with this award and also the way I will see myself as a writer from now on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Subitaba. Next, we present the Best Non-Fiction Award, honoring works that illuminate real events with insight and clarity. The winner is Sudeep Chakravarti for Fallen City, A Double Murder, Political Insanity, and Delhi's Descent from Grace, published by Aleph Book Company. The award includes a cash prize of ₹1 lakh, a citation, and a trophy. Mr. Sudeep Chakravarti, please join us on stage to receive the award.
Thank you. Namaskaram. Good afternoon. It's a double honor that I wear a gamusa from Assam and a uttariya from Tamil Nadu. So thank you very much. I feel blessed. It is an honor and pleasure to be in Chennai.
I think you have to speak closer to the mic.
Thank you. It is an honor and pleasure to be in Chennai to receive the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman. As a journalist, it's very special to me to receive an award with Ramnathji's name. Thank you for that. And as a chronicler, historian, and writer of books, it's very special to be in Chennai, a city that loves literature and appreciates fine writing. So thank you for that as well. When I published my first book of narrative nonfiction about 17 years ago, there were not many of us. Today, I'm part of a group, a tribe of writers who have adopted narrative nonfiction as their vehicle and the need to tell urgent stories, brave stories, and necessary stories as their mantra. History, politics, science, biographies, places and people all come alive today as narrative nonfiction. We can call it a battleground of ideas, or we can call it a battle for the future. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no better time to be a writer, I can assure you about that. And like my fellow nominees, I'm delighted to be here at this place in history and in this time in history. Thank you very much. Namaskaram.
And now for the Best Debut Award, celebrating a remarkable author whose first work has left a lasting impression on the literary world. This year, the award goes to Neha Dikshit for The Many Lives of Saida X, published by Juggernaut. The award includes a cash prize of ₹50,000, a citation, and a trophy. Please join us on stage to receive the Best Debut Award and share a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm really, really happy to be here. And I thank all the jury members for this great, great honor. I also thank the New Indian Express team. I also want to thank my partner Nakul. Without his encouragement, I don't think anything I do is possible. I also want to thank my parents and my elder brother Mayank for enabling me and helping me do what I do in life. To write this book, 3 or 4 people are very important. My publisher, Chiki Sarkar from Juggernaut, my editor, Parth Mehrotra, my agent, Kanishka Gupta, and also my co-writer, Mirchi, my cat, who was my supervisor while writing this book. And also a big shout out to my friends, because what is life without friends? I also want to say that I want to dedicate this award to all the workers in India, domestic workers, industrial workers, daily wage workers, home-based workers, gig workers, platform-based workers, agricultural workers. Every single worker that keeps this country running and yet remains invisible in the public discourse. At a time when media is dominated by a corporate political nexus, which repeatedly silences, invisibilizes the existence of Indian workers, their problems, their protests, and fails to discuss the annihilation of important employment programs and the impact of new labor policies or the lack of it. And when news is determined by the buying mood of the target audience and political masters, I hope this award will help in putting the lives of workers like Saida at the forefront, who after decades of working still don't manage to make a minimum daily wage. I also hope that India never forgets the diversity of its voices and the labor of the people across communities, religions, and regions who have built this country. Thank you so much.
We would now like to felicitate the ministers on the dais. Shri Ma Subramaniam, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil Nadu. We would also like to felicitate Shri PTR Palnivel Rajan, IT Minister. I now invite Ms. Lakshmi Menon, Director and CEO of the New Indian Express, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaskar. We now come to the close of this memorable evening where we honor those who wield the pen with integrity, courage, and creativity through the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman, instituted in memory of our legendary founder, whose life stands as a powerful testament to the written word, a power he exercised with unwavering responsibility. On behalf of the New Indian Express Group, we're deeply honored by the gracious presence of the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri P Radhakrishnan ji. His presence and encouragement lends immense dignity and meaning to this occasion. We thank him for taking the time to be with us and for his inspiring words. Our sincere gratitude goes to the distinguished members of the jury for their intellectual rigor and steadfast commitment to upholding literary excellence. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to our awardees, the stars of this evening, whose work reminds us of the enduring power of literature and continues to enrich our lives. Our gratitude to our partners, Gateway District Parks and City Union Bank, for their invaluable support in making this evening possible. And to all our guests here, writers, publishers, scholars, and members of the literary community of Chennai who've joined us today. Thank you all for being part of this meaningful evening and for reaffirming our shared belief that literature remains central to public conscience. Thank you and wish you a wonderful evening.
We now call all our esteemed awardees to come to the stage for a group photograph to capture this memorable occasion. All award winners and dignitaries on the dais are requested to join for this group photo, please. We are going to play for the national anthem now. Okay. National anthem. Yeah. Everyone, kindly rise for the national anthem.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
We request you to kindly remain seated while the Honorable Vice President of India departs.